Welcome back, my friends. My name is Eric. This is Mo7 Gaming. We're back with some more Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries. It has been a good 9 days since the last time I recorded any Mechwarrior 5 look ma, no hands action. I got the first 12 episodes recorded in just a couple days and really had a great time doing it, and then had to back off so I don't get too far ahead. I would like to say thank you for all those of you that subscribed. I don't talk about it a lot, but we've essentially doubled my average subscription rate, which was about 1 a day-ish. We're a little bit more than 2 a day at the moment. I originally thought maybe I'd hit 1,000, which again allows me to be monetized at the end of the year, and it looks like maybe we'll do it within the next, maybe by the end of the month, fingers crossed-ish. So thank you all. I was looking at analytics, by the way, and apparently I have one viewer from South Africa that has an average view duration double anybody else. We average about 6.5 minutes average view, and that's people that just click on it and go, yeah, that's not for me, as opposed to everybody that watches all the way through. So my average view duration for South Africa is like 14 minutes. So if you happen to be that South African viewer who's boosting my analytics from there, thank you very much. Let me know down below who you are. I'd love to say thank you to an actual name. But anyway, thanks, guys. Really appreciate it. It's been doing well. All right, let's see where we are. Because like I said, it's been 9 days since last I played. Now, we got the commander, or champion, excuse me. I know because I had to do the thumbnail for it last night. I had videos edited, but no thumbnails. I've still got one more video to go live tomorrow before this one. So we're a couple days ahead, but that's okay. Let's take a look at what we got. So we've got a Zeus now. I think I bought this just after the last episode, maybe? Let's take a look at it. Like I say, it's been a long time. And when I edit videos, I rarely sit and watch the whole episode. I look for like breaks when I stop talking and edit those out and do that. I don't generally watch the whole thing front to back again. But this one has 2 ER lasers, a medium laser, 2 medium lasers, an ER large, a UAC, and an LRM-15. Okay, that's not too bad. I mean, it gives us 2 kind of main weapons, a secondary weapon. That's a lot of weapon systems. But, I mean, it looks like it's doing okay. We've got 2 double heat sinks, 4 double heat sinks. It must have come with it. I have set it as sniper. No jump jets on it, but we could add some. That's a possibility. What is our heat like right now? So we're generating 4.14 and we're cooling 2.8. That should be fine because I don't see us kind of firing all 4 weapon systems at once, right? The LRM's gonna and the UAC are probably gonna fire maybe the LRM and the large laser from range, and we get close. Maybe we go more to UAC and medium. That's a lot of buttons for me to handle, so I'm probably not gonna fire this one very often. You know, I only really am comfortable with about 4 buttons, 1, 2, 3. Well, we could do that. We could do that. LRM on 4, medium lasers on 3, UAC on 1. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I think that'll be fine. All right, so we've got that. We've got our Blackjack A, which was our hero Blackjack that we picked up. And Endo, Pharaoh, lots of machine guns, a couple double heat sinks, large laser, medium pulse laser. Okay. Our Splat Cat, SRM. Looks like I've got 2 Artemis now. I think we talked about this. I don't know if I did it on screen or not, but I've gone XL. I think that's what I did. I think this is off camera, but I went XL and went up to a 280. So I think we got a slight boost because I think we had a speed of like 764 before, which is your standard heavy. It has to do with the number of hexes you can, hexes you can move on the tabletop. And 64 is the break point, right? Between how many hexes you can move versus 1 fewer hex each turn. That's why you see it a lot. So I've gone a slightly larger engine, but I went XL. We've got 2 SRM-6 Artemises, 2 regular SRM-6s. It's just a way to boost the heat a little bit, or the DPS a little bit. But the SRM-6 Artemis does weigh an extra ton, right? So 3 doubles, 2 singles, and then engine double heat sink. So we're doing okay. And we've got 1 large laser in the middle. We could easily get rid of the large laser, go to mediums, and then upgrade, right? Because that'll save us 3 tons. Then upgrade those to SRM-6 with Artemis, and maybe even jump up to like a 290 depending on kind of how that goes. So we have some options there. And we could even throw some endo in there. That might get us some tonnage back too. So we got a lot of options. I don't think I have any endo kicking around at the moment. I do. What would endo do if we did endo? That'd save us 3 tons. So we could easily, we could even probably, if we do that, let's see, if we get rid of the XL, we get rid of the large, can't quite do it. I was going to say, we could then go 2 mediums, right? And, but that's still going to put us 2 tons over. Our heat right now is 3.8 and we're cooling 2.9. So even just this way, we can't quite get rid of the heat for these guys. Now, we could obviously just downgrade to regular SRM6s here. That would save us 2 tons, then we could do 2 mediums. That's not a terrible idea, actually. I wasn't planning on doing a lot of mech building because I was reasonably happy with what I have. Do they have a... We got a little bit of money. We got some money. Do they have a decent SRM6? They do not. They've got cruddy ones. Okay. So these are pretty good ones, though. But we could, again, we'll get rid of some SRM6 ammo. Go with 1 good one, 1 crappy one, because that's what we have. Throw 1 more ton of SRM6 ammo in there somewhere. Put it there. We don't want it there. We go there. 2 medium lasers. Just regular old everyday medium lasers. And there we are. We're back. We're doing 4.78. We're still only cooling 2.9. So we could go back to our XL, right? We could go here. We could put our XL back on. And that would save us a huge amount of tonnage. Again, that we could put into heat sinks. Or we can get rid of this and again save 5 for heat sinks. The question is, I bet you we're better off being able to shoot those SRM6s faster than we are the slightly higher DPS of the individual whatever the heck they are. Artemis. But we could do both to some extent here, right? I do have 1 more SRM6. If we come up with 1 more, we'll switch to all, probably. So we put an SRM6 here. Do I have more? I have single heat sinks. So we could do 3 more single heat sinks. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let's put them in the legs just in case we get hit in the leg. It gives us a different crit potential to get there. I'll put this one here just because, again, it gives us 1 more. Actually, you know what? I would rather it be in here so it gives us something other than the XL engine to take the hit, right? All right, so that puts us there. So our heat is now 3.2. I think that'll be fine. Let's go ahead and start that work. Oh, hold on. What are we missing? Oh, Artemis ammo. Yeah, let's do that. Start work. Oh wait, so we got that. Cicada, probably not going to see a lot more use out of it at the moment, because I mean, realistically, we're probably trending towards something like this, right? As far as tonnage, I'm kind of wondering if we start to strip the good stuff out of this, because we have double heat sinks in here that we could use elsewhere. We have endo that we could use elsewhere. So I'm kind of thinking I want to do that. I want to take that out. I want to take that out. That does put us over tonnage a little bit. We can lose one of these. One of these, I'll put this here. I don't know that I can lose a heat sink. Can I? No, I got to have that heat sink in. Does not surprise me. We could go, however, with a large laser instead of a PPC. We could even, let's see, that one's 5, that one's 7. We could go with a large chem laser, actually. And then go, I think I have ammo for chem lasers now. And go something like that. How much does that get us? 62 shots. That's probably okay most of the time. Yeah. Okay, so what does that do? Our damage is down a little bit. Our weapon heat is down significantly. We're down to 0.43. Our cooling is still at 1. Like, so we can shoot forever, right? Not a problem at all. Yeah, that's not too bad. We can live with that. It may be nice to have a little bit more ammo. Maybe in the future, maybe we add half a ton of large chem laser ammo. But I think for now, just as a fill-in mech that we're not going to use that often, I think that makes sense, and that gets us some options. Blackjack I'll probably leave at the moment just as it is. It's got the double heat sinks there, which, you know, what are we doing? 2.38 versus 1.4. Yeah, we need the extra cooling at the moment. Although, again, we could get rid of the large laser, and we could go with maybe another medium pulse laser and go 3 medium pulses. Do I have another one? I do. So if we got rid of that, we went medium pulse laser. That leaves us 3 tons. We only have 2 slots left, though. But we could add... our armor's actually really good. The only place that isn't max is the head. I was going to say we could potentially add a little bit of that. We could go with, say, 2 single heat sinks. 1, 2, there. And then max armor, which will get us almost there. We're a little bit more than half a ton off. But I don't think that's terrible. I think we could live with that for now. The other option we could do is we could take off the Pharaoh. What is that saving us? Yeah, and then we can go back down to our... I'm going to go off the legs like that. Something like that. There we go. That's not too bad. I don't know that we put Pharaoh on anything, but obviously the bigger the mech is, the more tonnage that saves us, right? Endosteel is by far the best option. But so there we go. I think everything else is more or less the same. We've got Endo and Pharaoh here. I had some other thoughts for stuff we could do for this, but for now, I think we're okay. You know, I mean, it's just, you know, you could do like a couple PPCs and some machine guns or something like that. But I think this one works for the moment. We'll kind of live with it. There are no real like spectacular like builds for this that I just absolutely have to have. I was told to look for an antenna upgrade. This one is a little bit cheaper. We could still do that. I mean, that's pretty cheap. It gets us an extra 100, right? Because our range on this is 726. And our max range is 2,000, apparently. Yes, it is. But our sensor range is 900. So we could definitely improve that a little bit and toss that on there. It doesn't cost us any tonnage. That gets us a little bit more. Obviously, we probably want more than that. We don't... Yeah, I mean, I think we are what we are at the moment. It'd be nice to get some jump jets, but let's just go ahead and start work on that one too. All right. I don't know that we've looked at this one yet. I don't think I've changed it since last... Oh, maybe I did. I put 2 small pulse lasers, or 2 small lasers instead of the 2 mediums. Got an LRM-5, 2 PPCs, 2 machine guns. So again, a lot of weapon systems. Maybe this isn't the best way to do it. I like the LRM-5 just as anti-helicopter. The machine guns are really the one that kind of I'm on, but it's kind of a low heat option for us for something that's fairly high heat with pulse lasers. I mean, we could get rid of them and its ammo. That's going to free up 3 tons. I'm not even sure machine gun ammo should go somewhere else. There we go. Yeah. So that would free up 3 tons. So we could upgrade our small lasers to medium lasers. That's still going to put us 1 ton over. We'd have to drop a heat sink, though, to do that. And right now, we're still not quite there. Even though we've got double engine heat sinks. Yeah, we come up with some more double heat sinks. Maybe we could think about that. So we could say drop 1 and then run, 4 or 5 doubles. But for now, I think that's fine. Let's just go ahead and start work on that. Easy change. All right. So where are we? Man, that's a lot of talking. I'm sorry. It's been so long since I've done it. I wasn't quite sure where we are. View transmissions. I was thinking of doing tributes for the Imperator just to get another Warhammer. I don't know that we need it, though, at this point. We are fairly heavy, right? But that was what I was doing. So if we take a look at the star map, you can see I've slowly been working our way down here. Tributes for the Imperator is down here. I think we have to get to 8, realistically, to get to to get our next kind of storyline one to kick off, right? Because we don't have anything going at the moment. Now, we do have some stuff that's a little closer. That's a max of 230 and has a high value quest there. We've also got this one right here. We're too far away to hear much about it. Yeah, that's not terrible, right? I mean, 230. What are we, if we throw 80, 70, we're up to 150. 215. You know, we can go fairly heavy at this point, actually. We could go bigger. But we also have a couple light mechs that we can throw in there. This stuff is also 230 here. There's nothing fancy about it. But we could just come down here and run, say, a battlefield in a scorched earth. Wouldn't it be terrible? Or maybe we want to do... This is 270. Let's head this direction. We've got an independent assassination contract here. Let's try that. Fortress, we're going to stay away from that for the moment. Okay, so you have high enough... Oh, wait. Exploring, you find a Merrick fortress. You high enough reputation, you could ask them for aid. You can also choose to attack and pillage the fortress if you desire. So we could probably have ignored the fortress. I don't know what else there would be on the planet, though, because we did the big fight early. We could have then just avoided the fortress and maybe gone somewhere else. I don't know. Might have to play with that at some point. Maybe we need to do like some special missions, some special videos just on that stuff. Let's dive here, though. We got this assassination. Independence against House Lau, 270. That's going to be in the rural hills. Visibility is going to suck, but it will be noon, so that helps. Let's go with our cash, because that's what we've been doing. We'll confirm that, so 4.5 mil. Maybe. There we go. I've completely changed my office room setup. I have a huge TV here. This happens to be an LG. This is the one that Linus Tech Tip says was the best TV for gaming. I don't know, it's been a few months back. And I used to use it on my desk, but it was too close and I had trouble with it. So now it's just a TV. But then I was running a TV on one side of the room and a dual monitor set up on the other side of the room. And I said, that's dumb. I've got a desk, a standing desk that can height adjustable on wheels. I can roll wherever. So I took the monitors off, just moved the computer over, hooked up to the TV. And now when I want to play, I just slide the desk over here. But it means things are a little bit different for me as I figure out. And for the moment, the camera is just sitting in front of the TV. So right under Blackjack, under, right under the armor, the camera sits and it covers up whatever is next to view contract, which I think is deploy. So I can't quite see what we're doing. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, Cicada's not ready yet anyway, and it's kind of the least one we want to bring. Throw the Warhammer in there. That gets us up to 260. In catapults, do we want to try the Zeus? Let's swap maybe for the Zeus. That weighs 65, that weighs 70, that weighs 80. The champion is 60. So if we swapped this for the champion, we'd be 5 over. No, I think this is fine. We leave this back here as our sniper for this one. We run this one up front. These two are obviously kind of brawly mechs. What do I have the Blackjack set on? Ooh, that's a good question. No mech roll. Let's set him up as a skirmisher. I think striker is better. Striker's the one that kind of comes in and kind of hit and runs, whereas the skirmisher kind of comes in and runs. Well, no, let's leave it as a skirmisher. I think that'll work good for the machine guns. I think he tries to get him back and open things up. That will be just fine. You're set as a sniper. You're set as a brawler. You don't have one. I think we also set you up more as a sniper. I want you back with the PPCs. We've been very sniper heavy this save, haven't we? And I have you set up as a sniper. I guess that's okay. I mean, for the moment, I'm going to run it. That's fine. That's fine. All right, let's drop then. So we got sniper. skirmisher, brawler, me.
This group has proved to be a nuisance for our employers. We're tasked with making sure that we find them and put them in the ground. Good hunting, everyone.
A helicopter coming in. You guys got that? All right, let me figure out my weapon groups here real fast. UAC on 1, ER laser on 2, mediums on 3. Oh, I apparently have already run this one and set it up the way I want it set up. Okay.
I'm Spice. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
All right, we may as well run around the south side here, go up, hit this middle one, and see if they're there. And then we'll go there. I don't know. We'll be back when we're closer. All right, we're back. A couple SRM4s. Our snipers have been doing their jobs. They've been working. We haven't had a lot, but we had a few tanks. Saw the helicopter go down. This is our third bit of loot here at the moment. You can see they're already working on that helicopter. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. We're just trying to slowly work our way in here. Figure out what we're doing. A lot of stuff flying through here. He's down a leg, isn't he? Now he's down 2 legs. Thanks, Spice. Yeah, they're doing good work, aren't they? More loot on this one. It hasn't told me. Whoops, I had him there for a second. I'm gonna come get the loot first, and then we'll go around the corner and see what our. I heard the machine gun's going.
Package acquired.
Yeah, our blackjack's in there. He's doing work. Oh, LRM-20s. Let's just get in here close. Yeah. Yeah, machine guns are the way to go here.
We found our primary target. Let's go get him. Enemy destroyed. Target acquired.
Ah.
Down. Keep at it. Target destroyed. Here we go.
All right, so we got. I don't know. Did we get the guy or not? Is he still running around? I wasn't paying attention. Probably should have paid attention.
It's history.
Okay. I also don't remember what any of our Cantina missions might possibly be. Oh, we do still have that guy. Oh no, we've got a Marauder back there. All right, that's a new one. I'm going to ignore the guy that's back there. Let's kick back around here.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Get one rack of missiles on him. There we go. Oops, sorry.
-1 enemy.
Sorry about that. Let's get you in here.
This is just for you. This is Spice. Enemy mech destroyed.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit you. I'm gonna hit you. I spin around and try to find you again. Oh yeah, I was working on those legs earlier. It's nice to see everybody else had kind of the same thought.
Primary target is down.
There we go.
Confirmed.
Is that everybody?
I'm getting 0 reactor signature from the targets.
More loot though. I'm gonna go grab it. This is like our 5th loot of the mission. And we legged that dude. We could potentially get a Marauder. He's not significantly better than anything else we have. Let's be honest. It's essentially similar to a Warhammer. It just depends on which one you like the look of more, I guess. Blackjack in there running. It looks like she did really well in the Blackjack, didn't she? Let's take a look at the map. I just got to run the other side of the city. All right, I'll be back in a minute when we're on the ship.
New target, Locust.
Oh, we're back. We're back. We're back. Can I stay in the back? Somebody else shoot him in the back. There we go. That is a great support mech. I probably should go for legs. Hold on, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? Try not to shoot my own Warhammer. I was in the back, but let's see if we can, 2 LRM-15s, large laser. This is a great, great support mech for us. One more leg, one more leg. There we go, there we go. We probably could have tried for the headshot too, but I think legging is easier.
Enemy mech eliminated.
There we go. All right, that was a... There was a Locust. I wasn't going to come back just for the Locust. But for a... that would go up? Yeah. But for an awesome, and the LRM-15 awesome, which is one of my favorite backline... Oh, I can't use it. It's a hams, doesn't it? Damn it. That's okay. It is what it is. Hey, we got Reputation 8. What do we get? We got an LRM-15. We got a couple SRM-4s. We got a long-tom artillery. Somebody had that stashed in a warehouse. A couple SRM-2, 5 SRM-2 Infernos, and an assault battle axe, which we're not going to use, obviously. There is the awesome. We don't have the salvage for it because we're not taking salvage. So I guess it doesn't really matter if I shoot or not. I need to get out of that mindset. And it's one of the reasons why I'm purposely playing this way, to change the mindset, to change your options, especially because we are running with the mod where we can special order mechs that we want. To some extent, I mean, it gives us more variety. And so the money makes more sense in that case to me. Although, I mean, whether the balance or not works out at higher levels, I don't know. We played early levels, and cash definitely paid more than salvage. But then you pay extra to order special order mechs, almost double, I would say. I mean, it was like $7.5 million for a lot of the heavies, but it was like 14 to 15 million if we ordered them. So, you know, it is what it is. AC5, that's pretty good AC5. Some good medium lasers. SRM2s, we could go some salvage again, which we've done a lot in the past. There's Marauder salvage in there. There's Catapult salvage. You know, I wouldn't mind another Catapult. Let's just go for Catapult salvage. How do we do? 741, not too bad. Oppenheimer did great in the Catapult. Freeman did, I think, reasonable in this. We saw him, he was in the fight. He was definitely in skirmish and running around people. He got 8 vehicles, 4 turrets, 14 kills for him, 12 for Oppenheimer. Realistically, Goblin in the Warhammer was the one that let us down a little bit. He did only take 30 damage, so he did stay back like he's supposed to. He did get a couple turrets, a couple vehicles, and an air unit. So I mean, he was still sniping from the back. So I don't really have a problem. I think everybody did just fine. Damage cost 100,000. What did we lose in that back shot? That's the question, right? So let's go here. This is the only one that is expensive. Just lost a heatsink. It's just damaged. It just got into the internal structure, I think, a little bit more. Yeah, we'll repair all. Yeah, that extra armor. Ooh, it came in handy, huh? All right, let's go ahead and start the work on that. You're fine. You're perfect. And I was fine too, although I did take a headshot. I think we'll probably end this episode here. I talked a lot at the beginning, so we'll probably go from there. Let's see if we've got anything, a new transmission or anything here. It doesn't tell me I have to talk to her. So maybe we will do like one high value, or maybe we'll hang out just here in the area for a little while and do some... That's the fortress one. We could do, I don't do a lot of the beachhead or attack and defend, but we could do something like that next time. They're longer missions. We've got 2 raids up there. And an attack and defend for Merrick. Yeah, I don't know. We could even do a multi-mission at this point, realistically, right? Because we've got 6 mechs to rotate through. We've got the tonnage. We'll see what it is next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you once again for all of the new subscriptions. If you're my South African viewer, let me know down below. I'd love to know who you are. And I guess that's it. Thanks, guys. Cheers.